spoiler alert, there is going to be spoilers in this video, like immediately, so don't watch. So I was finally able to sit down and play the second episode of Life is Strange, and let me tell you, it is intense. For me, I made it a priority to search everything double time because in my last playthrough, I missed a couple of interesting conversation pieces, like Dana's pregnancy test. That would have been interesting to explore in this episode, but alas, it is gone now, just like piss in the wind. Speaking of wind, the threat of that tornado is still omnipresent, so that's still a thing. Still no word on how exactly we're going to stop it, or if we can stop it at all, but, you know, glad for the theming and all. I neglected to mention in my previous episode review that the art style is hella amazing. Everything that's created here does look really beautiful, and I'm digging the aesthetics. And the atmosphere is wonderful. Just listen to that ambiance. That's pretty good. Now, when I say that this episode is intense, I mean it is intense. Plot critical choices are progressively getting harder and harder to make. And as you slowly but assuredly figure out how the narrative works, these choices are going to hurt you personally. For all intents and purposes, I have stopped trying to blame Nathan Prescott on everything until I have legible proof, because the game has gone out of its way to tell me that you do not fuck with the Prescotts without legible hard proof. Also, they found my phone number and they are texting me death threats. So we more or less pick up where we left off, where Max reveals to Chloe that she has time control powers, and Chloe decides to put those skills to the test, so they shoot some bottles and Chloe shoots herself like an idiot.
Jesus, I shot myself! Ugh, I shot myself!
And then we meet one of Chloe's friends, who is just a sweetheart.
You want me to cut you, bitch?
In my plot critical choice, I decided to shoot the bastard because A, it's way more safer to have a gun, and B, if you don't shoot him, he takes the gun. Hell yeah, I'm going with the option that keeps the gun. Did you not see the last episode? Crazy rich kid swinging a gun and no one's going to stop him. Hell yeah, I'm keeping that shit. Also, in this section of the episode, I realized something amiss. You see, you can take various items like crowbars or hammers or tools back in time with you, but for some reason you can't take a photo that you took yourself so you can use as incriminating evidence against a certain individual? I smell a plot hole! And the Rachel Amber subplot thickens as well when Chloe finds out Frank has Rachel's bracelet. What does that imply? We don't know because we don't have enough information to go on.
That is hilarious. Oh, man.
Another one of my plot critical choices is Kate, and I mean a lot of this episode has to center around Kate. And you know what? Every time I met Kate in this episode, I always uttered the same thing to myself every single time. Please don't kill yourself, Kate. Please don't kill yourself, Kate. Please don't kill yourself, Kate. Oh dear God, please don't kill yourself, Kate. Be nice to Kate as much as you can because it is going to fuck you up in the end. And that's what I did. I talked to Kate and I suggested things that were in her self-interest. Meaning I told her to not go to anyone until she had further proof. Victoria does not deserve my sympathies. But I'm going to play nice until it no longer serves me a purpose. Her girlfriend seemed a bit more interested in letting me in than she ever will, so I'm interested to see where that goes. The epilogue to this episode seems to imply that there's more character development to be had with Victoria and Nathan. And is Lisa getting pegged in the head going to be a running gag in every episode? Because if it is, that's lazy writing and also it's the best idea ever.
Okay, Max. That's twice you've saved me from a projectile weapon.
Security guard David seems a bit more sympathetic this episode. Not really shouting or barking orders this round, with a bit more of a gentle giant mentality going on. Still an asshole, but you know, you can relate to him now. So in the end, I was able to talk Kate out of killing herself, which apparently was not an easy feat. Seriously, look at the percentages on this thing. I was lucky I was exploring super extra hard. So in the end, when I had to figure out one of 3 characters, I decided to point out Mr. Jefferson, because A, pointing out Nathan Prescott at this point is useless because his family owns everything, and the principal is not going to believe you, and the other option is the security guard, which really isn't going to help me in the long run. So, gotta point out the teacher that talked to her last at least. Like I said, these choices got harder and harder to make.
We have a master snitch and liar here.
And the Dana pregnancy subplot, where's that gonna go? Probably won't show up in my playthrough because I missed it in the first episode. Not much else has happened in terms of plot, but we've progressed a lot this episode. It was actually nice to start seeing the limits of Max's time control abilities. And hey, we've actually finally see a new power she has unlocked. This might become a new game mechanic that appears in later parts of the story, or it's just a one-off thing that'll never happen again. And also, a lot of people are going out of their way to discredit both Rachel and Kate wherever you go. You don't even have to be in the same district. Jesus Christ, this is a bar like neighborhoods away. So a lot of eventful stuff happened in this episode of Life is Strange, and it seems that even more eventful things are yet to come. Can't wait for the next episode for when they're being chased by the Until Dawn.
Trying to write the song that moves us. Clocks go back on Saturday. Tick tock, body rock, know what I'm missing.
Jesus, I shot myself! Ugh, I shot myself! Back up, back up!
Stupid gun!
Ah, that cracks me up every time.